Woodhaven-Brownstown School District podcast, where we talk about all things WBSD. My name is Mark Greathead, the superintendent of the Woodhaven-Brownstown Schools, and I'll be your host as we celebrate where we've been, what we're doing, and where we're going. In today's episode, we'll be talking to some very dedicated and passionate representatives of our parent-teacher organizations, our PTOs, from the various schools within the WBSD. Our PTOs play a crucial role in supporting our schools, fostering a sense of community, and enhancing the educational experience for our students. Today, we'll hear firsthand from some of our PTO leaders about their experiences, successes, and their vision for the future. So without further ado, let's meet our guests. With me today are PTO representatives from Bates, Irving, Gudith, Waginka, and Yake Elementary Schools, and Brownstown Middle School. To get started, could you please tell our listeners a little bit about yourselves and your role in the PTO in your school?
Hi, my name is Angie DeMoisey. I am the parent of Gabby, who is in fourth grade, and Finn, who is in kindergarten this year. And I have been involved with PTO. This is my third year. My first year as president. I am filling the big shoes of Melissa Greer. I do work closely with the board, and I collaborate with our principal on different fundraisers, activities for the school, and different initiatives that support our school's mission.
Hi, I'm Mary Camilleri. I have a daughter. I'm the parent of Olivia. She at Waginka. She's in fifth grade. And I am the president of Waginka this year. I've served also as secretary and also as vice president. So I've been around for a few years. I am filling the very, very, very large shoes of Cassie Sims, who you'll hear from later because she's moved on from Waginka. I work closely with our dedicated PTO, with our board, with our principal, as well as our teachers and administration to organize fundraisers. We do community events. We actually try every month to do a dine out community building event at different local restaurants, which is great for the kids to be out, see all of their friends. We also do other initiatives and fun activities for the kids. We put on Monster Mash and Santa Shop. We did movie night just recently. So just all kinds of things to really make a community at Waginka.
I'm Josh Brown. I am the parent to two daughters, one at Waginka in third grade, and my oldest is in seventh at BMS. This is my second year as the treasurer. Been involved with PTO for probably 4 years total now, and really enjoy working with other parents, finding ways to engage with all the children throughout the district. And really, they give a lot back to us too. That it's great as a parent.
Hi, I'm Laura Longoria. I am the treasurer at Irving Elementary. I have three children. My oldest graduated from Woodhaven High School in 2021, and I have a freshman at Patrick Henry and a fifth grader at Irving. I've been volunteering at Irving since my oldest started back in 2008, and I took my first official seat at the PTO board last year as treasurer. Before then, I was just there as a volunteer for all the events and anything they would need help with. I really enjoyed being a treasurer. I'm looking forward to handing down that title to someone for the new school year. Currently, we're working on our trunk or treat event. It's one of the best events. The kids love it so much. They look forward to it. We've already started working on it at our school. Our teachers are working on making pumpkins to raffle off for the event. Looking forward to getting more parents to join us this school year. I think we all share that that's sort of a difficult thing, but we're working hard and it's getting better every year.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Shelton. I'm actually the student advocate at Bates Elementary, so I am a staff member, but I've been part of Bates PTO since my son Andrew was in kindergarten, but officially on the board as the treasurer since he was in third grade. He is now a junior at the high school. So I have one more year, hopefully. Then I'll be moving on from the PTO. At Bates, we're very involved. We do have a good turnout at our PTO meetings, but I think some of the parents are just a little afraid to get involved because they don't know how much time they're going to have to use. We have lots of events for our students. We also are working on our Halloween party, which is Friday the 13th. So we're going to be doing trunk or treating. We got the idea from Irving. I've been working with Bibby on that just to make sure that we're doing it correctly. Halloween's a big event at our school, so we wanted to try to do something different this year. So we're going to have that with food trucks and clowns and face painting and balloon making. So we're very excited. Along with myself, we do have a dedicated board that is always trying to find new ideas and do something for the students as well as the staff and the school.
Hi, I'm Cassie Sims. I am the PTO president at Brownstown Middle School. I have an 8th grader at Patrick Henry, my son Sebastian, and I have a daughter, Chloe, who is in 6th grade at BMS. So I will be in BMS for the next 3 years. I was on the PTO at Wegenka Elementary for 6 years. The last 4, I was president. And then simultaneously, I was also on the board at BMS. This is going to be my 3rd year there. We are gearing up for our Fun and Feast, which is a very exciting activity for all the kids. It's just what it sounds like. There's food, a bounce house, DJ, photo booth, carnival games, open gym, pool, everything like that. So we always look for a lot of parent volunteers for that. We have a fantastic board who works simultaneously with the principal and assistant principal. And we do have a pretty good turnout for our meetings, considering most of the time, once you get past the elementary years, it gets a little difficult. But this year, it's looking like it's gearing up to be a great year.
Hi, I'm Julie Gill. I'm the secretary at the PTO at Woodhaven Elementary. I have a 2nd grader and a 3rd grader, and I also have a 7th grader at BMS. I've been the secretary. This will be my 2nd year, and I've been involved almost 3 years now since we've moved into the district. And we've been very busy. We plan things. We meet every month and we plan activities almost every month. We have a school store once a month, and we are gearing up for our big fundraiser of the year, our readathon, which starts in the next week. And we are also getting excited for our trunk or treat that's coming up, and also Santa shop.
Well, thank you very much. That all sounds great. We heard a little bit about the history that's here at the table, the involvement that these individuals have had with our PTO. And you've also shared with us some of the current events that you're working on. Is there anything else that you'd like to highlight that's currently going on? Who has their fundraisers going on right now? What would you like to highlight for our listeners so that they know?
Currently at Bates Elementary, we are doing our annual fundraiser of the world's finest chocolate. It's a very successful fundraiser for us. And for the past 6 years, we've ran this, and we've only had to do one fundraiser per year because of it. We got 660 boxes of chocolate delivered last week. We currently only have like 180 still in the closet. So we need to keep selling, but this supports all of our initiatives at Bates. And a lot of the parents like that we only have to do one fundraiser per year. We still do the dining out events so that they're more of community. We do Revved Up Fun, where the kids can all go to Revved Up Fun. We also are going to be doing a Kalahari night. That's the first time that we're actually doing that. And Sarah Asemacher from Wegenka actually planned that for us.
Great. Anybody else want to highlight their current fundraisers?
Hi, this is Angie from Yake. So we have pie fundraiser packets actually going home today. This is a really fun fundraiser that we do every year. And our students are tasked with the goal of selling 5 pies each, and they get to pie a teacher. And if they sell 15, they get to pie Mr. Pavlusi, our principal. So it's super fun. Our pieing event takes place the day before Thanksgiving break, and the kids love it. They just go crazy. The whole lunchroom is just roaring with laughter and cheers, and it's a super fun event. So we're actually launching that today, and we will sell pies the next 2 weeks.
Thank you very much. Any other fundraisers to highlight here?
This is Julie with Woodhaven, and we are just about 1 week away from kicking off our readathon. And this is also our one major fundraising event for the year. We might do a couple smaller ones throughout the year, but this is the major one that we make, hopefully raise the most money that will go towards lots of things such as field trips and fun events with Santa shop. And we also do some staff appreciation dinners for all the teacher and staff for different events like conferences And this is, we're really excited. We're picking out the prizes, and it's going to be really fun.
Thank you very much for sharing. You did allude to some of the things that the fundraisers support throughout the school year. Is there anything else that our other PTOs would like to highlight that the fundraisers do go to support?
Hi, this is Mary from Waginka. Our fundraisers, we always do our big fundraiser in the spring, but the money that we bring in goes to support, like others have said, we support field trips. One of our big ones, really, really big ones, is assemblies, to bring in the assemblies. One of the biggest ones is Science Alive. The kids love Science Alive, where the animals will come in and they come in room to room. The students actually get to touch and learn about the different animals. Last year, we brought in a ski museum, which was a really, really big hit. All the kids really, really liked that one. So the assemblies is one of the really big things. We also will help support some of the incentives and learning incentives, such as like this year we are supporting for Accelerated Reader. Our teachers really enjoy using that. So our PTO is funding for them to have the Accelerated Reader program within their classrooms. We also support by getting Scholastic News for our teachers, for them to use in the classrooms as well. So those are just a few of the bigger things that we'll support.
This is Cassie Sims from BMS. Our fundraising is kind of on a smaller scale. We don't do quite as much as at an elementary level. Most of our support goes towards staff appreciation, running and organizing the Fun and Feast, which is a huge undertaking. And then every year we try to endeavor to see what Mr. Clark needs and ask, what can we fundraise for? Last year we were trying to fundraise for benches, but which we met our goal, but we're kind of waiting to hear for how the bond money is going to be spent. But we try to look for what their basic needs are. So it's a little bit smaller at the middle school level, but we also are going to do a revved up fun night. We do try to do some dine outs as well.
Hi, this is Jocelyn from Bates Elementary. Yes, we, some of the events have always been spoken about. We just had Science Alive at our school. Again, the kids do love the animals, so the PTO supported that. We also just had Science Night, where the families came in the evening, and Ann Arbor Hands-On Museum was there, and they did different experiments. And that's also coincided with our fundraiser start, so we were able to pass the chocolate out that evening. Anything that we can help with, the PTO is always there. So if teachers are requesting something, if they need something additional, we'll try to support that. If there's something that Miss Godfrey is trying to, just like get into the building, something we can do, an assembly. We have Doug Shear coming for Halloween. I think a lot of us do the same, and at the elementary level, kind of the same assemblies. We're always looking for something new. And a lot of it is anything that we can do to help either the kids or the teachers, the PTO is there to support them.
One of the things that I appreciate about our PTOs, as somebody that represents the entire school district, that you're very conscientious about trying to get your fundraising done, the bulk of it done in one fundraiser. With a school district our size and the amount of support that our community shows us, we want to make sure that we're being a good partner with them and not overtaxing them. So it's very much appreciated. I will say, if you'd like to take me up on the offer, I will not be outdone by Mr. Podluski. If you want to offer me up for a pie to the number 1 and 2 sellers of pies, I would be glad to come over and do that.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Greathead. We will definitely take you up on that offer.
I certainly appreciate everybody's dedication to the students of our community. Before we conclude, I'd like to give you the opportunity to offer any advice or words of wisdom or anything else that you would like to share regarding getting involved in our school's PTOs.
I just had a couple things that I wanted to reach out to everybody. I always meet some really eager parents at our events, and they're always wondering how they can get involved. And the first thing I say is read your principal's emails. Open them up, read them, join your school's Facebook page. And that's the best, easiest way that we like to get in touch with our parents. It just saves the principals a little bit of time in making those extra emails. Go to an event, show up. I know everybody isn't a social butterfly, but there's a lot to gain from, you can find a new friend for yourself. Your kids can make new friends. This year does seem different in a really great way. And I don't know if it's because a lot of our COVID restrictions have gone away, but we have done a PTO meeting that did not have a single open chair in it. And I was really excited to see all the eager new families wanting to see what they could contribute at Yake. We did Watchdog Night and we had a record turnout. And then yesterday at our fall festival, I had a record turnout and everything was so smooth and relaxed and not as chaotic as some other events. And it was because we truly had more volunteers show up than even who signed up on our Sign Up Genius. So it just seems like everybody is really eager to get back to that community involvement and do those fun events with their school and connect with other families at their school. So I take a lot of pride in that. I love being a Yake Gator. I love that my kids are Yake Gators. And I'm really excited to meet a lot of new families this year.
Hi, this is Mary from Waginka. A piece of advice I would want to say is that with the PTO, you don't have to be at every event. You don't have to be volunteering for everything. You don't have to be a stay-at-home parent. These are some of those misconceptions that you get and you have when you're coming into PTO thinking, oh, well, I work full time, so there's no way I can help. We'll take any amount. So it's all to better the children and our students. So any amount that you can give, you can come and volunteer for an hour for an event, just coming to the meetings to find out the information. So those are some of the big things. Don't think just because you work full time that you can't devote, all of your time to this. That's not what anybody's expecting of you. If you want to get involved, there is a way for you to get involved, no matter how much time or how little time you want to spend with it. There's always a way to get involved. And I have found that it helps your student as well, your child. My daughter, she's in 5th grade at Waginka, and she still loves it when I'm in the building, when I get to be there volunteering. I thought by this time at 5th grade, she'd want to be like, no, Mom, go away. I don't need you here. She still gets excited when I'm at the building. So it really does, help build your students' confidence as well in a lot of ways. The other thing I would say is also, like Angie was saying, that you might meet a friend. I will tell you, when I started at Waginka, I didn't know anybody. I started in, actually, Christy Stamey is actually the one that brought me in initially. I had known her from a previous job. And she brought me in, and then I met Cassie, and Cassie has become my best friend. And that was all through PTO. That was by no means, didn't know each other at all. So you will make friends. You will have people there to support you as well, as a parent too. So those are just the things. PTO isn't just for the kids. It's also for the parents.
And to piggyback on what Mary said, this is Cassie from BMS. I would say, pick something, just one thing. The first year that I just started volunteering at Waginka, I was like, oh, the book fair. I really love the book fair. So I signed up for that and kind of got my toes wet. You don't have to do everything. It might even be something where you help out at Monster Mash while your partner takes the kids trunk or treating, and then you swap places. Whatever little bit can help. Even an hour makes a huge difference. And the positive impact it has on your child is utterly amazing. They become more comfortable with their school, their surroundings. At one point when I was in PTO, we had all the parents had kids in every single grade, and they become friends with kids across the whole grade. So it's a really big impact on creating a school community within not only the kids, but as adults as well.
And this is Josh from BMS. I echo a lot of what's already been said. I work a full-time job. I'm a full-time parent. I don't give every single hour of my waking day to PTO, but the days and hours that I do, I reap benefit from it. The other thing they'll add on to it is you don't have to be a mom. I'm not a mom. My wife participates, but it's there's some stigmas out there, and it's real easy to just spend a few hours here or there. Great to see the past couple of years that we've had more and more involvement. At BMS this year, we've had record involvement in our meetings early. So if you're listening to this and you haven't been there, you're missing out. So come join us. Other thing that I would say, everyone's on social media these days. So look up your PTO for your elementary school, BMS, wherever you're at. There's a lot of information shared that way too. And you're looking at about an hour a month if you're going to go sit into a meeting and hear some information. Gives you access to other parents who are in the same mode as you, gives you access to the administrators in the building and throughout the district. So it really it's symbiotic. It's a two-way street. You can get a lot out of it, and you'll get quite a bit putting into it as well.
This is Julie with Gudith, and my advice is to keep up to date on the Facebook page, and we try to send out emails and reminders, but the monthly PTO meetings are a great way to come and sit with other parents and meet them, and you can ask questions that you have. Other parents might have the same questions, but it's a really great opportunity to hear what other parents are thinking or have questions, or if you have questions, it really gives you a good insight into what types of things the schools are doing. And also, like everyone says, you can decide how much you can give. For Santa Shop, we try to send out signups. You can come for an hour, you can come all day or half a day. We're happy for any amount of time that you can. Field Day, we try to send out signups as well, so you can decide if you want to do morning, afternoon, or all day. We're happy to hear any ideas that you have. And a lot of times we hear a lot of good ideas or events that we want to do. We just don't have enough people to volunteer for it. So anyone that wants to bring ideas and come chair a committee, we are very excited to hear what you have to say.
Hi, this is Laura from Irving Elementary. My advice to anyone who wants to be a part of the PTO really is, just as everyone had said, just show up. Just come in. You might think we're scary and we demand a lot. We don't. Come in, give us 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can give us. If you can come to an event and help us out, even something as simple as just security, just kind of stand, make sure kids don't run out. Or if you want to, run the register, if you want to help us out with that, that's, bigger task, longer task, but there's something for everyone. And our first meeting is actually this Thursday. So anyone listening out there, we are always posting information on social media. So please follow us on social media. There's lots of events coming up, and we are always looking for more volunteers and more great ideas on things that we can do. And as one of the other members said, we do have lots of ideas. We just don't always have the support that we need from the community as well as volunteers. We know they're out there, but I think a lot of people are a little bit nervous to be part of a PTO, thinking that it's, like a full-time commitment, and it's not. And like my friend here said, you don't have to be a mom. We welcome everybody to the PTO. Last year at our trunk or treat event, we actually had alumni Irving parents come decorate their cars and pass out candy. So that was nice to see that kind of come full circle. Parents coming back who used to be volunteers or who used to be PTO members, and their children now passing out treats to the other kids. So it's nice to see that come around full circle. So we know the support is out there. Don't be afraid. Come join us.
Hi, again, this is Jocelyn from Bates. Everything that's already been said, obviously, I agree with. Someone always will come to us and say, how do I join PTO? If you're a parent at the school, you are PTO. There's not like a sign-up sheet. You are part of our organization. And again, it's been said, you can give 10 minutes, an hour, or you can be devoted and do every event at the school. We will take any type of help, but just being there, being present for your student and for all the students, that's exactly what we're looking for. We also, when we have events, everyone says we know we get volunteers. We also include NJHS students, NHS students, so we get them to volunteer as well. But any parent that wants to come to a meeting, just come. Don't let it intimidate you, like we've all said. We're this there. And lately, a lot of the new members that have been showing up have been giving us some newer ideas. We're coming up with different things. We've never done a trunk or treat at Bates. We wouldn't have came up with that idea, but we had newer members ask why we haven't done it. The Kalahari night, we have never done that. That's something new because we have new members that have been coming to the meetings. So a lot of it is just getting involved as much as you can. And like every one of us here has said, I know that we're involved heavily or more. We do a lot at the school, but we'll take any help that we can get.
Well, a sincere thank you to our PTO leaders here today for sharing their insights and experiences. We greatly appreciate your dedication to the education and commitment of our students. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this episode of The Warrior Way. We hope you found these conversations with our dedicated PTO members inspiring. If you'd like to learn more about our PTOs or have suggestions for future podcast topics, please visit our website at mywbsd.com. That wraps up today's episode of The Warrior Way. You can find the Warrior Way podcast where you listen to other great podcasts like on Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Sirius, and many others. It is also available at mywbsd.org and on rss.com.